Hello friends, today I'm going to show you what are the basics of jQuery. So as you know that most websites, they are preferring either JavaScript or jQuery and Ajax to interact with the client. So it's the best way to have animations, to have effects, and also sometime making an API calls from jQuery Ajax. Okay, so let's learn and let's know how to use them and how it works. Okay, so let's begin with the basic. jQuery simplifying JavaScript. So what is jQuery? jQuery is a JavaScript library and it simplifies JavaScript, is easy to learn, and basic things you should know before jQuery is HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So JavaScript, you may not know everything, but a little bit of it to understand jQuery, you would definitely need that. But at least a more than average knowledge of HTMLs, otherwise you won't be able to interact with the HTML controls. CSS, an average knowledge of CSS would work in this scenario. So what is jQuery? jQuery is a succinct and efficient JavaScript library that enables developers to achieve more with less code. jQuery aims to simplify and streamline the use of JavaScript on websites by providing a comprehensive and easy-to-use API. jQuery allows developers to accomplish common tasks with fewer lines of code, making their work more efficient and maintainable. Now, jQuery is a powerful and versatile library that can make web development much easier. By providing a simple and consistent API for working with Ajax, the DOM, and other common tasks, jQuery can help you write more concise and maintainable code. By providing a simple and consistent API for working with DOM, CSS, events, animations, Ajax, and other common tasks, jQuery can help you write more concise and maintainable code. The jQuery library has many of the following features. It can modify an HTML or a DOM. So what is DOM? DOM is like a document object model. CSS, the cascading style sheet modifications. HTML event functions, different effects and animations, Ajax functionalities, and so why jQuery? There are many other JavaScript libraries. However, jQuery is by far the most popular and most extendable language because when you design an application using jQuery, that could be easier for another developer to manipulate, to work on your project. So whenever you are shifting your project to a different person, they should be able to understand what codes were written and the project should continue. Now, adding jQuery to your web pages. So how do we use jQuery on our web pages? There are many different ways to begin using jQuery on our website. You can either download the jQuery library from the website jQuery.com or include jQuery from a CDN like Google or CDN.js. The jQuery library is a single JavaScript file and you reference it with HTML script tags. So within the head and the slash head, you refer the downloaded jQuery script file and you put in the link over there. More about it. So where do you find the CDNs? You would find a Google CDN if you just Google it, like Google CDN for Ajax or Google CDN for jQuery. It will give you a link, and you have to put it in this way. You can also find the jQuery CDN from jQuery's own website. Okay, it should have an integrity, and, encrypted key in it, and cross-origin anonymous, and a link to work on that. Okay. Now moving ahead. So how do we maintain a jQuery inside our HTML program? So this is a basic example of jQuery implementation within an HTML file. So in the head, it's using a script tag and it's linking it, and then src has the link to the jQuery JS file, and then there is a script, another script tag which defines what functions to be followed using the script. And now in the body, it says that if you click on me, I will disappear, and it works on that by on button clicks. Okay, so that's about a basic jQuery example. Here we have a syntax which says that it begins with a dollar and then a selector and then dot any kind of action. So a dollar sign defines access of jQuery. A selector or query or find, it's a query to find HTML elements, and a jQuery action to be performed on the element. What kind of action do you want? So for example, this dot hide, this refers to the current element, and that hides the current element. P dot hide, so that hides all the paragraph elements. And dot test dot hide, it will hide all the elements which has a class as dot test. And hash test, it hides the elements with the id test. Okay, so that's how it works. Okay, now we also have a document dot ready function. Okay, so you might have observed that in all our jQuery examples that the methods are enclosed within a document ready event. So within the document.ready, the jQuery method goes in within it. It's not necessary, but it is important. Why? Because the reason for enclosing all jQuery methods within a document with ready event is to ensure that no jQuery code executes before the document has been loaded completely and is ready to take an action. So it isn't a problem, but it's to be on the safer side. However, you can still work on that if you have a button click you want to fire. Certain events get fired automatically, or functions they fired automatically. So that's why you need to put it inside document.ready. It is considered a best practice to wait for the document to finish loading and become ready before interacting with it. This approach also enables you to include your JavaScript code in the head section of your document before the body. And here are a few examples of scenarios where problems may occur if methods are executed before the document is fully loaded. Attempting to hide an element that hasn't been created, trying to determine the size of an image that hasn't finished loading. By using the document.ready event, you can avoid these issues and ensure that your jQuery code operates reliably once the document is ready. Okay, the next part we should be continuing will be the jQuery selectors. So what are the selectors and how they work? So we have element selector, we have ID selector, and we have class selectors. I will continue that one with the next session. Okay, let's have a look at the program, a sample program that I have created using that example, how jQuery works here, just to show you. So you can see that I'm using a script with the link to jQuery library. So it's directly from the jQuery's website. That's why it has an encrypted key in it, cross-origin anonymous, and a path to its jQuery's own website. And within that, I have another script section which defines what kind of actions it needs to be followed. And then I have a body and the HTML elements, which we will see that in action. Okay, let's run this and check out. So here is my HTML page. It says that if you click on me, I will disappear. Okay, let's see you disappear. I clicked on it and it went away. This one also says click me away too. Okay, and finally it says click me too. Okay, so all of them disappeared. So what happened? So this one followed the process of document.ready. It waited for the document to be loaded completely, and then it fired the event paragraph.click. If I'm clicking on the paragraph, it's going to do the action like this dot hide. So the current element needs to be hidden, and that's what happened when I clicked on them. All right, guys. So that was the basic program for jQuery. I'm going to put this one on my GitHub and share the link with you, so that will help you continue on the tutorial. All right. So until we have our next set of videos, stay tuned, stay connected, and happy coding. Thank you.